Hey everyone, this is Ben from CritiX, and today I'm going to be reviewing Homefront game and commentating about how we thought about this game. So this game has been developed by Chaos Studios and made and published by THQ. It's made by Unreal Engine 3, and it was released on March 15th for Xbox 360, PC, and PS3. The storyline at the beginning starts with the Koreans invading USA in 2027, during which the economic fall down happens in the United States. The player gets to fight as the American resistance force. So you first start in this little room that you've been either locked in or you locked yourself in to protect yourself. And the Korean police has actually come to catch you and take you away. So they catch you, and they hit you in the head like that, and you're being taken hostage, I believe, and you get carried into the school bus. I think at the beginning you kind of get a bit of Hollywood-style drama scenes, like people getting killed and a family getting killed right in front of their children, which is totally fine, but it's kind of funny to see it at the beginning. Very typical. So you continue on and you're in the bus until you actually get hit by this big truck, and this is when you get saved by the resistance forces that come and take you. So the game and the graphic at the beginning seem to be really nice. You pick up your pistol at the beginning, as you always start with a low weapon, and you're pretty much following the leader almost the entire time. So just a note here, you see this White Castle kind of everywhere in the game. It kind of feels like White Castle paid him as an advertisement to use it in the game. And it kind of reminds me of Harold and Kumar going to White Castle. So you pretty much started up, and from the very beginning I noticed that the gameplay is pretty solid. Like the gun handling and gunplay, each gun pretty much feels very solid, and as you shoot your enemies, you reload or you pick up and drop different guns. It's very nicely made and it feels enjoyable to use it actually. So here we engage with a few of the Koreans, and as you can notice, if you headshot them almost with any weapon, your enemies die if they're in an acceptable range and not really far from you. So from the very beginning, it kind of feels clunky to move around as a player. You're gonna see more examples of it later on. People don't really feel like people, and they don't feel really unified with the map, so you kind of always get this feeling that you're like an object separate from the rest of the map and you're kind of moving around, which I didn't really like in that case. And I think a better shader in the game and a better physics engine actually would have helped a lot. I think they could have used a better game engine than Unreal 3, which is almost like 5 years old. I believe the first game that was made by Unreal Engine 3 was in 2006, if you remember Gears of War. So yeah, I think a better gaming engine would have helped a lot better. One of the cool things that I like about this game is the explosions. I'd say it's one of my favorite things. The explosions are good, and the map itself is actually well made. It's pretty intricate, it's not too simple, it's not annoying. You can have good places to hide and cover, and just the plants and trees, everything is pretty much designed well. It looks like a real place. So right here you just saw me explode, but of course I survived, and just because I'm an American soldier, which is fine. So I move on, and here you can actually notice the regenerative health. That you get shot, you get this pink red screen indicating how much your health has been damaged, and if you just wait, it just recovers, just like Call of Duty. So it's actually fun shooting the people, especially with the scope that I have in this gun, and your grenades are actually good. Even though I don't like how the grenades are being thrown, but they're pretty helpful. You actually see people fly around because of the explosions, so it's fun to use it. Here you can see this one. No, actually here, yeah, I just almost grenaded myself. But here you move on, and I'm gonna move on to another subject, and that is the AI in this game. I think the AI could have been better. I mean, the AI is good. I think the AI is good only in the enemy, so the enemy is not dumb or not like too powerful. It's just good to make a fun game. But AI within the team members, within your group that you're fighting, it is not good. I didn't like it. Here I just went up and shot this guy, and I'm gonna throw a bunch of C4s at this tank to explode. And I just have to show this because I like the explosions in this video game. So voila, it's a nice one. So we continue going on. So you often get pushed around by your team members just because they want to move around or walk. So I don't know, I think it's not good to have that kind of AI in like a first-person shooter like this, because just imagine you're trying to take cover in this one corner, and you're being pushed around just because another character wants to move or walk to the other side. You can actually also see people talking to the air while you're not even there. The AI doesn't know your position, so it assumes where you are, and you often see people talk to you. I think for a $50 to $60 game title in 2011, I'd expect a better AI, definitely. Overall, the game was good. I found the campaign to be really short, actually. I think a longer campaign would have been much better. And it kind of felt like the game has been rushed in the development stage. So I think this storyline and this game could have had much better potential.
Out back! Goliath's out back! But the target was in my bag! Over there!
Here's a fun thing that I wanted to show. You actually get to control a drone. This is a Humvee drone. You get to control different vehicles throughout the game. In this one, you actually get to mark different targets, and the Humvee actually goes and explodes them. It's a pretty rough Humvee, and it does a good job exploding, even though it gets shot so many times by other tanks, but it doesn't explode. Oh well, no complaints. You can actually tag people or vehicles, it doesn't matter, it'll shoot them all for you. And you will also get, and the explosions are pretty nice too. So we're almost at the end of this video. We get to love it, like it, and hate it as usual. For love it, I think I liked the mission and the storyline. It was really good, and they did a nice job developing it. For the like it, I'd say I like the map design and how it's very acceptable. A really nice map. Also to mention that the cinematics are really nice and amazing. And certainly the things that I hated were the AI and the character movements. You definitely have to take that in consideration. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and rate us even if you hate us.